Lazygamer.net, here with Graeme Boyd, Acey Bongos, or as our reporter Darren likes to call you, Mr. Bongos.
Mr. Bongos.
Mr. Bongos, yeah,
formal.
It's very formal.
Acey's fine as well.
Yeah, Acey, anything. So yeah, just a few quick questions. You know, Xbox is finally coming to South Africa.
Yeah,
people are excited. We got some. We finally got a launch date, a launch price, all of that. You know, we're hearing there might be even some more stuff coming in. People are getting excited, but why do you think that South Africa should be excited for Xbox coming in?
Absolutely. Well, first of all, I am just delighted that we've announced that date for South Africa. I want to thank everyone in South Africa for the patience there. I think we've got an amazing console, and on 23rd of September, all our Xbox fans in South Africa will finally be able to experience that. The really cool thing about it, I think, is that, you know, we've been through a lot of change since we launched Xbox One. You know, we've talked about that a lot this week at E3. If you look at the kind of updates we've done on the console over the past 5 months, I think we've had a monthly update over live every month. The games have come a long way. You know, we launched with great games, and we're at a point in the console life cycle now where if you look at what we've announced and talked about this week, this Christmas, you know, from sort of September through to Christmas time, we've got some incredible titles, like 9 exclusives coming, you know, and all the best third-party titles as well. So I think when Xbox One launches in South Africa, all the South African Xbox fans, they're going to be getting the console updated in the best possible place, and a really incredible array of launch games as well. You know, you're getting all the launch games that we've had in Europe and other places, plus all these brilliant new games, Sunset Overdrive, exclusive, Forza Horizon 2, which I am massively excited about, exclusive, you know, and these other titles coming as well. I think that's going to be the really exciting thing.
Yeah, no, definitely. And I mean, you mentioned a bunch of the games that you've seen here. I mean, have you, what games are you most excited about that are coming?
So I just mentioned that Forza is, so I always loved Forza Motorsport. You know, it's always been one of my favourite games since the very first one. I love driving games, but Forza Horizon for me is just, you know, such a different attitude, and bringing that kind of personality, the music being such a key part of it, and really just be able to take those amazing cars that they're used to in Forza and just do ridiculous things with them. I just absolutely fell in love with Horizon. It also helps that Playground Games, the guys that make it, they're based in the UK, which is where I live, and they're just such nice guys, and they really love what they're working on. So I was really excited when Forza Horizon 2 got announced. Obviously the Xbox One version is going to look incredible, dynamic weather, day and night cycle, all of those kind of things that, you know, we wanted from the Xbox One version. Great to see them, looks phenomenal, and yeah, I played it like 3 or 4 times in a row yesterday before the show floor opened, just kind of cycling through it. It's just great. Feels amazing, looks amazing. The sensation of speed is ridiculous, and you know, when you're ploughing through cornfields and, you know, around haystacks and stuff in southern Europe, then that's really good as well. I got the chance to play Fable Legends, which was great actually. You know, it wasn't really on my radar too much, but the kind of co-op multiplayer is fantastic. Sunset Overdrive, I think, you know, I thought it looked awesome. Got a chance to play it last night, and it is nutty. It's like one of the maddest experiences I've had playing games, but so much fun as well, and so different. You know, it's so nice to see kind of a different visual style. And then the one that really surprised me today was Alien Isolation. We've got it on the booth here, and I didn't actually know we had it, but got the chance to sneak on that, and it is fantastic. Like, I lasted about 4 minutes before the alien hunted me down and killed me, but it was like 4 of the scariest minutes of my life, and just totally loved it. So yeah, tons of really, really good stuff coming, so it's exciting.
Awesome, very cool. Last one as well, you know, the Kinect, we've got more choice now, so you can go with the Kinect, without the Kinect.
Yeah.
You know, I know some of the guys who imported their Xboxes into South Africa, the very, very keen guys, you know, they keep raving about how they love like Xbox On, all of that, and you know, we worry about voice localization and things like that. Does the Kinect understand you? Will it understand us in South Africa? Do you think we'll be cool with all that?
Kinect voice control for me is one of the things I like the most about my Xbox One. I've never had any problem with it whatsoever. I think it's fantastic. It adds a real kind of layer of value to what you're doing, you know, because it's just instant, you know, and when you start adding in like things like Snap and Switch, the voice control really adds like that extra dimension. It really helps you, you know, take control of all that stuff. So when Xbox One launches in South Africa, it'll launch with English language voice commands, which I think is fantastic. Everyone will get the chance to try that out. But at the same time, you know, we are offering people choice. If you don't want to get the Kinect new, you don't need to. The console with Kinect, that's totally fine. But I would urge people to, you know, to try it out and give it a shot, because it really does add an extra layer of goodness to the console.
Awesome, excellent, thank you so much, and I hope to see you again soon, and hopefully one day at Rage, maybe, our local expo as well, down in South Africa.
I'd love that. I've talked about it for a few years, but I think this year would be a good year for Rage. Yeah.
Awesome, excellent, thank you so much.
Thanks, Zoe.